Hello everyone, welcome, happy holidays. It might not be holidays for you anymore, depending on when you're watching this video. Today I'm going to be working on drawing commissions. These are my second and third drawing commissions. My first official was this Ewok. I was commissioned for these two to draw horses. So this guy's horses, and he sent me these awkward photos that would be hard to draw off of. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on Pinterest and I'm gonna find reference photos and sketch those photos and put the markings and colors on top to get around copyright. Without further ado, let's get into it. My customer ordered a 14-inch by 11-inch drawing, but I don't have that size paper, so I'm going to be using this drawing pad. These are the two reference photos I chose from Pinterest. Because I didn't have the right size paper, I marked out the space that I was going to use to draw on, and then I started my sketching. The sketch started pretty good, and then at this point I realized I screwed up and restarted all the way over. So the proportions for the head were hard to get, and the angle, because the reference photo was a bit confusing, and I have never drawn horses before. The eye was a bit difficult to draw. At first I drew it too big, but then I got it pretty well. I added in the mane and supporting details like muscles and all of that. I then added in the markings. A few finishing touches and the sketch was complete. This took way less time than I thought it would, and overall it turned out very well. And now it was time to start coloring it. And like most artists, I started with the eye because the eye is very fun to color. Next, I worked on the snout markings using cream, pink, and sorts of grays and blacks. Once I was finished with that, I added little hairs on the snouts for detail, and then started on the face. The face was a bit hard to get with the colors, and it was tricky trying to put a horse's colors on top of a horse that is significantly darker, but I managed. So I went in, I started with the shadows, and I layered a bunch, and simply had fun with it. And I worked on the ears, with the black inside. I added black highlights everywhere, and then finished the shadows and blended it all. Once I stopped recording, I added highlights on the jaw, the ears, and I added eyelashes to the eye. Then I went on to the neck. The neck was a bit easier because I kind of knew what I was doing, except for one thing, is that the neck was a little bit more fluffy in the reference photo, but I decided not to worry about that too much. I tried to add hair here, and it somewhat worked, and then I eventually went over it with brown and blended it all. Then I went in and worked on the shadows and did highlights on the top and bottom of the neck.
Starting from this point on, I'm going to stop narrating the coloring for this horse. I will narrate it for the next horse, but not for this one, because it's actually part of the color. Now the first of the two drawings is finished. I think it turned out very, very well. But I'm not done yet. It's time to sign it. Hey, this is editing Lincoln, utilizing that if I did both horses in this video, it would be too long to capture viewers' enjoyment and attention spans because, everyone has a shorter extent and attention span on like TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, YouTube Shorts, which I'm kind of thankful for actually. But I decided to put this video in two parts. And so this is part one, and why don't you go and watch part two?